It's another day. It's time to get some more money. Daily bread with Sosa and Rex, powered by Pick City. Sosa, we had ourselves a fine little nice Monday. Don't want to pat ourselves on the back too hard, but a lot of green yesterday.
It was a great day yesterday. The idea is to keep it going. Okay, that's the key. Keep it going. That's all that matters.
What's up, Chad?
Um, I'm just getting back in the swing of the week. It was a good day to start on a travel day. But right now we're trying to do it even better. We're trying to continuously ascend. That's the key. Sorry, I'm just like getting a couple of tweets out. But yeah, man, we're here. We're just getting started. I believe like now we're about to see a little bit of like regular activity when it comes to baseball. Contenders, pretenders, they start to separate themselves, and we start to not have those issues anymore. So as far as I'm concerned, we can make it happen. So let's keep going up. Let's get this week going. How about yourself? How's Ohio treating you?
Yeah, it's cool. I was able to walk to all three stadiums today. So I went to where the Jackets, where the Crew, and where the Clippers. The game I'm going tonight. Dime a dollar no, dog night. I'm hyped for it. But other than that, it's been pretty good. Food's pretty solid.
All right, that's key. See, that's key. That's key. That's key. As long as what you have so far before we get into sports, where have you gone?
Ha, I got some pierogies today for lunch at a farmer's market. They were pretty bomb because they're huge. And then I got some southern fried chicken sandwich last night at some place called the Eagle.
Okay, okay. So that worked.
So
So that
many
worked.
breweries. So that's basically all I've been hitting up and drinking the entire time.
All right. I like to hear it, man. Yeah, I've only been to Ohio a few times. I went to Cedar Point once. That was fun, but that was real. I went there and I went to a couple of Bengals game. I went to Ohio State game, but I went to the NBA Finals. But that's the only times I've been to um, Ohio. So, glad you're having a good time.
Yes, sir. Still on vacation, but time to get some money. It's pretty fun watching these games at the bar last night. I mean, when you win three ways on one MLB game last night with a nerfy team total over and an over, it felt pretty sweet. And then that Phillies game was pretty wild comeback late to get you over that total as well.
Whoo-wee. I was sweat. That was sweaty. That was sweaty. They got all those runs in what is that? The bottom of the eighth? Was it the eighth or the top of the ninth?
No, top nine.
Top nine. Oh my goodness, bro. That was insane. I was sweating.
Today's slate, though. I actually like it. We got a lot of the big name guys look like they're throwing tonight, except for Cole, who will not be pitching for them. You still got Nelson Cortez. Let's start with the Will the O's get back to back in the Bronx. Cortez is pitching tonight. He's been, I think we've only faded him once so far this season, but what are we liking there?
For this game, the play that I actually am going to stay off it. I have something in this game coming up a little bit later today with my buddy Curbside. So I'm gonna lay off that pick that I have for the game just because he's one of the homies. We wanted to collab today. We put something together for that game. I don't want to just come out and throw that out there. But I wouldn't bet my money on the Yankees. I'll go as far as to say that the Yankees are heavily favored for no fucking reason. They barely could get a hit off of Jorge Lopez last night. Jorge Lopez has been ass all fucking season, and he no hits them all the way through five. Absolutely ridiculous.
I mean, the Yanks, it was the same thing. We said it on yesterday's stream with the Rays. The bats have been showing up late for the Yankees. The Fish won two of the three against them, and then you got another first five and full game win there yesterday. Finally just caught up to them. The bats getting hot too late. So what's the first game we're going to get into then today?
The first game for me today is that I want to touch on is the Tigers Red Sox. I like the Tigers team total over 4.5 at plus 102. Give me the fate of Richards. Red Sox on a 3-game losing streak. I'm not picking a winner, but I definitely like Detroit's bats to perform well against Richards. My play in that's my play in the game. Detroit Tigers team total over 4.5 at plus 102. I also expect the game to go over, but the 4.5 for the Tigers is a very, very good look, especially based on who's pitching, etc. Especially with Richards pitching.
Yeah, I know Spin Doctor loves to target Richards, so make sure you check out him. His Twitter's a lot easier to find now, Spin Doctor. So, yeah, I mean, in this game with the Tigers, they finally bounced back last night. I don't know. Do they keep it building? That's where
Like I said, I'm on them. I don't want to pick a winner in the game. I think that the runs are a good look. Yes, that's my play in the game. That's the only thing that I really have for today in that one.
Peralta has zero. He has a 0 ERA at home so far this season. He only has 2 starts and only got through 9 2/3 of an inning, but he has a 0 ERA. Interesting.
Yeah, and I don't know if
to do the jinx like we did to Kim last weekend. So I'll just keep it there at interesting.
Interesting. Yeah, that's my play for that one. The other game that I'm looking at is that Reds game, the Reds versus Kenta Maeda. He's on the hill. We know how Kenta Maeda is. He's been wildly inconsistent this season. He can be knocked around. Give me the Reds team total at over 4.5 runs, minus 110, even money. That should be easy money, based on the bullpen and just the Twins stink.
This is the line where I had one of my questions for you per usual. That doesn't make any sense that the Reds are only minus 120 here. I know when you look at Mahil splits, he gets shelled at home because it is a smaller ballpark.
Mm-hmm.
And this is where I was leaning just the full game over here. I think it's nice, short, and simple. And Mahale's home starts 7-2 to the over there. I just think in that Reds park, the over 9, you can get the over 8.5 a little bit juiced like we did yesterday. Either of those two numbers good with me, but this was one of the plays I had today because I thought the Reds money line looked too good to be true. And that's where I wanted to go first. And then when I got through it more, I really like the way this total sets up. So correlate it right there again. That's strange.
Yeah, I like that, man. I definitely like that play in that game for sure. So I do like the over. I have the over at over 9 at minus 104. That's a play. Yep. I like that. I like that a lot. Actually, I'm looking at it right now. The next one I want to get into is that Tampa Bay Seattle matchup. You saw Seattle handle business yesterday. They cashed us out, took care of business.
Right? Oh, that's a tough. I like how he put Spain with the.
Team. What's up, Evan? How un-American of you. How un-American of you betting against American hoops. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Gave it to him real quick. I love it.
Man, I seen a bunch of people sprinkle the money line. You might as well go to church and drop it in the bucket. That was stupid. I love paella myself. It's one of my faves. I like the squidding paella because like people are usually like a little creeped out about eating like black stuff per se. My girl's Spanish too, man. See, Evan, you're my guy. You're talking the same language. But yeah, I can't wait.
South Philly, so you guys should meet up. You're right in North
Link up, Evan. You know what I'm saying? Paella on me. We can go to Mixto over in Old City. On me. We out. My man. That's a bet. But yeah.
Right, back to the games.
But back to
stop for you trying to get dates with guys on our stream, and let's get back to the game.
Yeah. You're funny. Oh man. Where were we? Tampa Bay, Seattle. Patino's on the mound. People are going to say that Patino performed well on his last start. I personally do not give a fuck. I'm going to fade him again. I'm not going to say they're going to win the game, but the over 3.5 for Seattle against him, I'll take it. Over 3.5, even money. I like it. The Marlins
with this one, it's a nice fade. The Mariners pitcher and Kikuchi tonight because Last 3 starts, 7.31 ERA.
Yeah, but the last time I believe he pitched against an AL East opponent, he pitched well. Not including the Yankees. If I'm not mistaken, I believe when he pitched against Toronto, he balled. So it's Kikuchi has very deceiving stats.
Yeah, I think this is a game where after cashing 3 times yesterday, just gonna stay away from it. Let them have fun today.
No,
We got
we're
a
going back to the
question
well.
from.
We're going back to the well, brother.
Yeah, you can go back to the well.
All
right, if you're going to the well, that means I have to go to the
over
well.
3.5. Over 3.5. Even money. -110. Trust it. Roll with it. It's come on, man. We're gonna keep the streak going. We're 80% yesterday. We're gonna keep it going. We're gonna keep pumping out these winners. We're a factory over here. Okay?
So ignore the picture up here because that has Dame in a Sixers jersey and Ben in a Portland jersey. But we got a question about the Marlins has insane value tonight.
Why did you have to bring that? Why you gotta bring up other stuff? Like I don't.
I just wanted to make sure you saw it.
I don't care about jerseys anymore. We'll talk about that after.
Yeah.
I really want to get into that because that right there, we're getting off track here. Let's stay locked in on baseball. So the play was the Seattle Mariners over 3.5 runs tonight against the Tampa Bay Rays. Fuck Patino, we're fading him again. I don't give a fuck about his last start. He's still a trash can. And let me see. For the other 3 that I have is I got a parlay that I put together on BetMGM for all you guys.
Everyone's favorite.
Huh?
I said everyone's favorite play, parlays. I don't know why that people always love when they throw out parlays.
You all have BetMGM, right? So like on BetMGM, you can get the Dodgers team total. These are all adjusted odds. These are all alternates, but the thing is that they're one of the few books that give you alternates on team totals. So if you buy 1 run on each of these 3 teams' team totals, that is the Dodgers, the Pirates, and the Tigers. That's Dodgers over 3.5, Pirates over 2.5, Tigers over 3.5 on BetMGM right now. That's at +308, and I think it's about as safe a parlay that you can possibly put together. All 3 teams hitting the ball well. All 3 teams have pretty ideal pitching matchups. And you're buying it down a run. So those 3 teams, team total over, let me say it again for you. The Pirates over 2.5, the Dodgers over 3.5, and the Tigers over 3.5. On BetMGM, we'll get you at +308. Thank me tonight, thank me later, whatever works better for you.
Like those odds there.
Yes, sir.
Big question for you. We got Snell on the road. I got vengeance in my heart.
Oh, Lord.
And of course, who are they playing again?
The A's.
I got vengeance.
Oh man, is it fade Snell night? It's fade Snell on the late night. Is that what we're doing tonight?
I mean, he's on the road. That's usually a sign. But knowing him, he pitched against him at home and got shelled. So knowing tonight he's probably gonna have a gem. Is this? What do you have it up? Because the one book I have, the odds are off. I'm just pulling it up on the other one to see if they have them up.
Daily Brand, the Looney Tunes, the fuck?
No, it's off on both of my books.
Yeah, man. I don't know for the Padres. Yeah, it's right now. Apparently, they don't know who's starting for Oakland, so everything's kind of at a standstill. I will say that on FanDuel right now, even without a pitcher being selected, like Padres are super dogs.
Really?
Yeah. Right now the
that makes it difficult then.
Yeah. Right now the odds on FanDuel are at -162 on the money line for the Athletics with a TBD in the pitcher slot for them. So. Yeah, they're feeding.
Am I going back to get my money then and backing? I'll wait for a pitcher to be confirmed. I'll tweet something out if I'm on that one. I didn't see that the Oakland guy got pulled.
Shout out to Sanaya for joining us. She's going to be one of our correspondents. She hasn't gotten on live with us yet, but she will soon. Check her out. She's got some awesome content. She's also out here trying to teach people how to gamble before they burn their fucking money outside. Y'all should tap in with her. Everyone starts somewhere. You don't want to be that guy who doesn't know what the fuck you're doing. I've seen her do a lot of stuff with like TikTok. I've checked out some of her stuff on her page. She's just a resource. She's out here trying to help people, and she's also trying to learn. So check her out on Twitter. Seahawks to make the playoffs.
Talk about it later.
Delete that comment. Can we delete comments?
Nah, we can't. We're not the power of Twitter.
No,
all right, so then
we bet that he's saying that because we actually bet that earlier. That's why he's posting it. We bet it already. We bet $100 that I bet that they wouldn't make the playoffs. So yeah, as you can see, there's usually not a bet I won't take. You know this already though. Like,
yeah, I know.
I'll gamble anything, bro.
That's why I don't take bets against you. It didn't work out the one time I did it. So
yeah, well, sometimes you gotta teach these kids the hard way, man.
Well, no, you just lose it once. Like, go once. You gotta try your luck once, and then when it fails, don't keep going back. But
he's gonna have a rough season watching them Seahawks. Russ gonna be running for his life, and he's gonna be thinking that this is normal, and they're gonna.
Right, now you're getting off track.
I'm sorry. I'm so ready for football, bro. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like this is fun, but please, God, make football get here faster, please.
I know. It's all right talking about the baseball slates. Yeah, you think we're having fun and we're giving us stuff now. Wait till we get in our wheelhouse of football and NBA and college basketball. So St. Louis, Atlanta.
St. Louis, Atlanta.
Leicester versus Freed, I think is the correct way to say it.
I'll tell you
the over. Why should I not like the over?
The play in the game is the Atlanta team total. I mean, it's Patrick Corbin on the mound, correct? Or no. Hold on.
It's Freed versus Leicester.
I'm tripping. I mixed up the starters. Obviously, Leicester just was with Washington. Now he's with St. Louis. I don't know how I fucked that up. I have it on my phone. I like Atlanta's familiarity with him, and I like the over as well. But if I'm unsure of the over, I'm going to pick the team that I think has the better matchup against a pitcher, and I think that Atlanta has a better matchup against Leicester, even though they have a pretty juicy matchup with Freed. Freed's been wildly inconsistent all year. So for this one, I like Atlanta's team total. It's at -108. That's my play for the game.
Yep. I like that, and the one reason why I do like the over, and I'm just on the 8.5 here, not messing with the team totals, but why I like each team to potentially go over would be against lefties. For the Braves, they're 14-9 on hitting the over in that aspect. So that's why I like your play, Sosa. Once I saw that, I knew I saw that number earlier. And then St. Louis, this one has maybe a little bit of a less of pull. So that's where if I'm picking a team total, I'm definitely going the Braves here, plus the familiarity. But when they play with a day off, they're 11-5 to the over. So I think those are two solid reasons why you should also be on that. So that's why I'm riding it at 8.5. Not taking any unders. Listening to our man Bullpen.
I'm putting the bet in right now. Over 8.5 at -122. Bet.
All right. Let's talk about the elephant in the room. Why should I not be backing the Stros tonight?
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. This is why. Have you seen Walker Buehler's numbers this year?
Yeah, 11-1, 2.19 ERA, 0.90 WHIP.
It's my answer. It's my answer, guys. Listen, Houston's the best team in baseball against teams over 500. So if you're making a case, if anyone would make a case for the Astros, I have no problem with that. They have the best record in baseball. They are on the road as dogs, and they're
two straight.
But the value, if you're going to say that you can get the best team in baseball at +1.5 and it be the value of what it is at this point in the season, you take it every single game. There's no way I could talk you off that. That would make me stupid, right? Because at the end of the day, it's everything's juiced the other way. I personally believe that this Dodger team is gearing up for a hell of a run. Sunday was our first game with everybody back. with everybody in the lineup, and you saw that. Now I know it's Arizona. I know that because that's what. But when you're talking about Mookie Betts and Seager, when you have all of the pieces, I don't know, man. It's going to be very difficult for any pitcher, and I'm talking elite pitchers, to get through that lineup twice. It doesn't matter who it is because they're not out there chomping and trying to swing erratically. They're out there not chasing shit, putting the ball in play, not home run dependent, and they're out there trying to score runs and manufacture runs. That's the one thing about the Dodgers that makes us better than anybody. We not only can hit home runs, we can manufacture runs, we can steal bases, we can get guys over. We're the best team in all of baseball at that. The only issues that we've had this year are in the bullpen. It's not the lineup. Lineup's been just as good no matter who's played. Pitching has been good. Starting pitching has been really good. Urias has been great. He's not getting the credit he deserves because we average about 7.5 runs in the games he pitches. So he hasn't really had to sweat. His ERA is a little bit imploded, but a little bit inflated. But I mean, 13-3 from your number 4 guy entering the season. Like, can you ask for anything better?
No, you can't.
Like,
that's where when I was looking at this game, when I was just looking at this game, I made a case for the over. I made a case for the under. I made a case for both teams winning it. So that's where when I can have a strong enough feeling and case against it, it's one where you sit back and enjoy and bet live. I got the way.
I'm gonna have a play on it for sure, but I'm not gonna. I don't really want to get into it, like, just because it's a very close game. The only difference is we're obviously starting pitching is the number one difference, right? Yeah. That's the number one thing we're gonna look at. Walker Buehler is having a great year right now. He is the front runner for Cy Young because DeGrom is on the shelf. So it's for me. Yeah, Walker's got my money. I'm betting on him every time. Straight up.
And then I got one last game, but do you have any plays left to give out before the last baseball play I got?
Oh, man, I want to give the people another nerfy, man. I want to, but the slate, there's so much bad pitching that I don't want to fuck it up for myself.
Never force.
Oh, man. We'll announce the Daily Bread nerfy at 4 p.m. I gotta see the umpires. Chris done got me into the gotta see who's umpiring the game. I never used to do that, but I'm now it matters. It really does matter now.
Yep.
And Joe, I have the Dodgers -1.5 tonight too. I have a -1.5 every night, but I'm not gonna get. That's not an official play for me on Daily Bread. I don't want to do that.
Yeah. So you remember when I said when it's sometimes too good to be true?
Yeah.
And you shouldn't bet it. I think there's a nice spot where you ride it.
What is that?
How are you taking the Rockies money line tonight?
Ooh.
With a day off at home against the Cubs. I mean, you back the Rockies as home favorites. You fade the Cubs as road dogs. And the reason why you do that, when the Cubs are listed between +125 and +175, they're 2-12. When the Rockies are listed at -125 to -175, they're 8-2.
Rockies money line is the play. Are we gonna go extra? Are we gonna go extra juicy and go Rockies -1.5 with the +118? Because I can see.
So that's where. What do you feel about Davies? That's kind of just where he's a very meh.
I don't feel about him, and
he's given up 7 and 6 hits in his last 3 starts.
I'm also 100%. I'm 100% with you on the listen. The Chicago Cubs just had a fucking fire sale.
That's why I'm saying, why is it at that low of a price?
They've been. I mean, because the Rockies are bad, but obviously the Rockies are obviously they're. I wouldn't say monumental favorites, but they're big. They're big favorites at the crib, which makes sense to me. At -140, it makes sense.
That seems to be just too short, in my opinion.
That's
why I was expecting a minus like 170.
My play in the game is the Rockies' first 5 run line. You're gonna get great value, and it'll be you don't have to watch the whole game.
Yep. Well, you know what I'm gonna do? We're gonna take the first 5 run line and the full game run line.
Yep. Minus half at first 5 is -105, and for the game, run line is plus 120.
Yep.
I like both plays. I'm a rock with both of them with you.
What about I'm staying away from the 11.5 total. Cubs bats usually don't show up on the road, but it's Colorado.
Mark my words though. Colorado fuck around and put up 10 by themselves.
That'd be nice.
Because they're bad. Like they're bad, bro. Like I'm like the Chicago Cubs.
Or except for Ortega. We have to give Ortega credit.
Fair enough.
Dude hit three bombs?
Yes.
On Sunday, and then hit a solo shot or hit a bomb the day before. Good for him.
Yeah, well, like I said, man, the Cubs had a fire sale. They have no incentive to try to win. They are a bad team, and they are firmly set on approaching the future. So they gotta enter. I think Chicago's entering auto fade territory. Yankees game, Orioles, bruh. I'm not gonna pick a winner in that. No, sir. Not with that fucking trash ass rotation of the Yankees. Not a chance. Oh, also, shout out to all my Toronto Blue Jays fans who told me that Hand was gonna be the savior, and he immediately shows up and fucks off a game as soon as he shows up. So it might not even be the players at this point. It might just be Toronto. Being on the Toronto roster just makes you suck at pitching. Because I had about 5 or 6 people tell me that Hand was the answer. He is gonna, all right. That motherfucker got bodied yesterday.
Ken Giles was the answer for them a while back too. Remember him?
Ken Giles used to play for he used to play for the Pirates?
Phillies.
He never played for the Pirates.
He might have played for the Pirates. He started with the Phillies, and that's where he came up through this. We might have traded for him, but I knew we brought him up through.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Giles played for both the Pirates and he played for the Padres, but I could be wrong. I've been wrong a few times ever. But yeah, man, that's this baseball slate's huge. There are so many things you can bet on. Do not get caught up in trying to take extra super run lines or do any dickhead shit. We got a bunch of mediocre pitchers on the bump tonight, so that is a full expectations of runs, right? That's how I would that's what I'm looking for. Red Sox
that basically covers all the games that are worth talking about. I mean, I know we didn't talk about the Phils, but Wheeler's on the mound. It is what it is. There, not much value trying to back them in any way.
I want to get into.
Let's talk about the new sponsor real quick, and then we'll talk about the Sixers. Shout
out to the homies over at Pick City. They're, great guys. They'll be sponsoring Sunday morning quarterbacks. They're our first major sponsor that we've gotten in regards to any media that we've been dropping and will be dropping. We have a college show starting in a couple of weeks. It's called Paid for Play. Would love for you guys to jump in and follow that. It's going to be huge. Also, Sunday morning quarterbacks. We're doing a giveaway right now. Make sure you guys follow the @ name that I have at the bottom right here. We're doing a giveaway at 400 and 500 followers. I'm not doing it at every 100 because I did that when I did my Sosa page, and that was $500, and I don't feel like giving away $500 this time. 2 is cool, but 5, nah.
We're just about there for their YouTube page as well.
They brought it up. See, now that's what it is. They brought it up. God made you one of his strongest soldiers. So
we're getting there. But yeah, make sure to check out at Pick City. We gotta always shout them out for sponsoring us. Why did the Sixers sign one of my 2 nemesis in the NBA?
Okay, let me address it because I got to address it now, like really quickly. Okay.
I don't know if there's 2 bigger Drummond haters, so this is where it's not a good time for Andre. We're sorry.
I know, but I got to say what I have to say first and how I say and how I feel first, right? First and foremost, I fucking hate Andre Drummond. I think Andre Drummond is the prime example of someone who's been over fucking paid, overhyped, and was a beneficiary of being drafted by a bad team. He never made any progression as a player in the NBA. He's a high volume rebounder. He could literally put up 40 boards and not impact an entire game in any form at all. He fucking stinks as a main guy. Okay? Now, I will find the silver lining here. Okay? If I had to pick between Dwight Howard and Andre Drummond, I would probably pick Dwight Howard, right? Based on history. However, Drummond does bring what we need on the bench to get a player at a veteran. Listen, I know, man, because I fucking hate him. I really fucking hate the guy.
No, I'm letting you finish.
But to get him at the league minimum,
that's the only.
I believe he's 28. I mean, who would you rather have, him or JaVale McGee? I think you'd probably rather have Drummond.
27. He turns 28 in 7 days.
Right, and this guy's damn near a decade in the league. So, I want to be. Listen, it's worse. It's worse for me and you because we really fucking hate him. Now, does he have
different reasons?
He sucks, bro. Like that.
I know.
That's what it is.
My thing is the silver lining of the Vetman is great. My biggest issue is he's completely unplayable if Ben or Joel's in the game. I just think that's the flat out thing. And if you try to put Ben and Drummond out there together, you saw what happened with him and Dwight. It's going to be the same exact shit all over again. And those, even those 4 or 5 minute spurts, that minus 12 cost them every single time in the playoffs that it mattered. So that's just kind of where you sign someone, either if A, Ben's out the door, which I don't think he's going to be. And
I don't
B,
think
you just sign someone to the vet min that is completely – and then in the Western playoffs, what did every team do and what happened to Drummond in the playoffs? He got fucking benched because every team schemed at him. He started. They got a pick and roll. They got a switch. They ISO'd him one-on-one, and they're like, chicken, like layup, like every single pull-up, like every single time. So, like, you can't have somebody – that's that one-dimensional now in the NBA and expect to win in the playoffs if he's playing more than 5 to 10 minutes a game.
He fucking stinks. I mean, maybe he has a resurgence, but I'm gonna just say it like this: Daryl Morey. If Daryl Morey is not if he doesn't figure something out,
I trust him.
I trust him. If he believes that we have enough spacing on the floor already, he's wrong. If the plan is to keep Ben, which I hope to God it is, because like I said, if he leaves, I'm out too.
There's one player that the Sixers could sign right now, and they would sign both of my NBA nemesis, and I'm out the door.
Who's the next guy?
Arch. I fucking hate Ryan. I played against him from 4th to 12th grade every single year because we were in the same CYO and high school league. So those are my two nemesis.
Hate Arch Diacono.
TJ McConnell got him a job, and I love TJ. TJ got extremely overpaid, but good for TJ for getting the bag. We'll never
shout out to TJ McConnell, Philadelphia legend. We love him out here. Wish we never let him go. I'm also very happy that we re-signed Furkan. I'm a Furkan guy.
Yeah, that was a good contract. I was happy about that. There were some solid steals. You just want to talk on, since it was yesterday, and this is how we'll wrap it up. Who was your biggest steal and who was your biggest whiff, I guess?
Biggest whiff?
Or, like, who got, like, the worst, like...
The worst contract is easily...
Yeah, like, that's what I'm saying. Who, like, you can do it by money-wise. Who just signed someone that they should have
The worst deal of them all yesterday? Devontae Graham, easily. No question. He can't play defense. He's not a real point guard. You gave up a first-round pick for him, and he wasn't even a first-round fucking pick.
4 for 47 is what he got, right?
Yeah, it doesn't make any fucking – like, I have no problem with him getting that, but, like, the Pelicans gave up a first-round pick to get a guy who wasn't a starting point guard. He's not a starting point guard in the NBA. So – and then you let Lonzo walk. Listen, you could have matched Lonzo's contract. That $21 million is not that much considering what, like, fucking Chris.
They just wanted everyone out of Balls and Book Knight's way and just said it's your guys' show, essentially.
Bruh. Listen.
Best deal then.
Listen.
Who got the best?
Best deal? Again, it's tough asking me. The best signing, one of the sneaky signing that I for a guy that I think is going to be very productive in the NBA that no one will really give a lot of credit. Kelly Olynyk. Kelly Olynyk was a great pickup by the Detroit Pistons yesterday.
3 for 37.
He's a versatile big man who can rebound, pass, shoot the three, defend. There's nothing he can't do. He can do a little bit of everything. And for the price that you're going to get him at based on production, it was a great pickup for an organization that went and got the franchise point guard. He fits exactly what you would want to do when you have a point guard like Cade Cunningham. Now, I'm not saying he's like some world beater or some superstar, but that was a very good signing, a sneaky under the radar signing that you're not going to hear a lot about, right? But I love that signing. I like whom else?
I was about to say my favorite was just maybe Jared Allen, just from a scheme and fit perspective, and 5 for 100. I'm happy. I'm skeptical, but I'm more happy for him than anything.
I'm happy he got paid because with me, any black man who gets paid, by all means, I'm happy. I'm happy you got your bag. You can take care of your family. You can live good forever. I love that. That's the American dream. Nothing makes me happier than that. It's going to be interesting to see. I mean, if you believe that Evan Mobley is this super versatile hybrid four, and you can play them both on the floor defensively. Now you could have something serious on your hands, but that's going to be an extremely weird experiment in Cleveland, because you now have a baby backcourt, and then your 3, 4, and 5 are giants.
Yep.
It goes Okoro, Mobley, Allen, like that's 6'8", 6'11", 7 foot, and then both your guards are 6'3" or smaller. So it's going to be it's an experiment. It's really an experiment, bro. Like I don't exactly know what to expect. Patty Mills signed with them. Patty Mills didn't sign with the Nets, did he? Is that official?
I don't think it is.
Yeah, I don't think that's a give. I don't think that's a given, bro. I don't know. I don't think Patty Mills.
So that's where I think my worst ones. I think it might just be the Heat team in general.
This
is one I know I could eat my words on very, very hard and would look bad. I just don't know if I'm going to believe in the aged Butler-Lowry combo.
The thing is that I
Woj just tweeted it.
Okay. Patty Mills to the Nets?
2 years, 12. Nice price for him.
I mean,
not for him, but like for the Nets to get him.
But the thing is, I don't understand how that works. Like, he don't play defense.
That team doesn't play defense.
Yeah, I understand you got rid of D'Antoni, but like getting rid of D'Antoni isn't going to teach Kyrie how to play defense. Like, getting rid of D'Antoni isn't going to help James Harden, and it's not going to make Kevin Durant any quicker defensively after coming off an Achilles. Again, man, we can run it back, but once we get through a 70-game season or an 82-game season, and one of those guys isn't available for the playoffs like they always are, we're going to be right back at square one saying the Brooklyn Big Three until they prove it, you're never going to hear me say they're going to win it. Of course he's better than Mike James. Mike James wasn't even in the fucking league 6 months ago. He didn't even have a job in America. He's definitely better than Mike James. I love Patty. You see what Patty Mills is doing in the Olympics right now?
Yeah.
He got the flamethrower out. He's out here cooking. He's fucking murdering right now.
That basically wraps us up for today.
That is pretty much it. Also, I want to disagree with you with the Lowry signing, but I do think that the Miami Heat, based on culture and what they've done and the players they've been able to keep, they're aligned just fine to be good. I just don't think it's going to bring him over to an ECF is my thing. And that's what you do when you sign him. I think it's possible because, again,
everything's possible.
Your belief, there's no way you can tell me after yesterday that the Knicks are better than the Heat.
No, but that's what I'm saying. I think this signing is to go back to the finals, and I don't think that team is there. Like, they don't have the other pieces. I mean, they have Bam, Jimmy, and Lowry, and that's it.
No, they signed someone. They signed 2 more people. They signed somebody else yesterday that we're missing out here, bro.
No, I know, but I'm just saying that core 3, I don't think gets you to an ECF.
I think. It damn well could. Like, bro,
it could. I just don't think it's going to.
Defensively, they're going to be stellar. I'm tripping. They paid Duncan Robinson yesterday.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he was one of their key pieces to bring him back. Sure, a shooter can have a year off, but I just don't think. I mean, we saw in the bubble, but like we said, the bubble is the bubble for a reason. You just kind of have to erase that out of your head.
Yeah, I've been erased it. The fucking LA Fitness. I'm good.
And all right, that wraps us up. Multiple baseball plays. If you scroll back, easiest way to do that on Twitter, YouTube. Give us a like and subscribe there. Also live on Twitch and Twitter.
Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Let's get to this money today.
Yes,
Brett,
sir.
Enjoy your Tuesday, my guy.
Yeah, maybe Diamond Dog Night.
Maybe there's some bomb tacos you can get to before you get to Dime Dog Night.
Yeah, well, I'll hit something good, but yeah, Columbus Clippers game. Over under. Do I make it 4 innings at the game? Is kind of because it's a $7 ticket to Diamond Dog. I'm kind of just going for the experience.
Oh Lord,
it's a nice ass night in Columbus.
I'm kind of just going for the experience. The experience. By experience, you mean the free food and the $13 beers.
Yeah, and there's a T-shirt that says Diamond Dog that my buddy brought up that I'll probably end up buying. That's $25, and I feel like I won the night because I gotta is there a credit card minimum? Do I have to bring a dime?
This guy spent $50 and got change back.
Yeah, I was about to say, I doubt there's people at the minor league games that carry around the bins. It's probably all up at the cashier, so it doesn't even matter. But yeah, until tomorrow, fellas, let's go Clippers, Columbus Clippers.
Columbus